Fatal Attraction.
Is that a private team or they have a sponsor?
We're actually fully sponsored, yeah, and it's an all-girl team.
So now you find it's different working with female teammates as opposed to male teammates?
Well, I thought it would be because I thought that being with girl gamers would cause a lot of drama, but really it's not different.
You find like guys and girls communicate differently? Guys tend to be louder, I notice.
Yeah, they tend to be like more louder, more violent and stuff, but I mean, in the end, I kind of like teaming with girls better.
But what game are you here to play?
Halo 3.
Favorite weapon?
Definitely the sniper rifle.
Nice. You're the first person who didn't say BR. So.
Well, I mean, you spawn with the BR, so you kind of have to get good with it, and then everyone gets good with it as well. So if you can go with the sniper, then definitely it's an advantage.
Alright, now, do you think the MLG rules make it better or just more competitive?
I like the MLG rules. I say they make it a little bit more competitive. The capture the flag and the king of the hill and all.
So now, do you find you get more attention when you come here, just being part of an all-girl team?
Yeah, we definitely like get a little bit more attention than the guys do, just because there's not many girls at the MLG.
Right. The guys tend to underestimate you until you bone them?
Normally, yeah.
But other than that, do you find that they treat you with as much respect as they might treat a male team, or?
Not exactly. Well, most of the time they're more like, they treat us different on Xbox Live, and then in person they're like all sweet and stuff, but I mean, you just can't let it get to your head.
What do you mean they treat you differently on Xbox Live?
Well, like most of them are like perverted and crap like that, but in person they tend to be all sweet and stuff like that, but
if they gotta look you in the face.
Exactly, so.
How do you prepare for a big tournament like this?
Well, I tend to land like every weekend and play like this an hour a day, 1 hour, 2 hours with my teams.
Okay, and if you have to choose between Halo 3 and sleep.
And what?
Sleep.
Halo 3. Who needs sleep?
Now, how do you think the MLG stacks up here in Toronto against their usual competitions back in the States?
Well, back in the States, they're a lot larger. I guess because not many people can make it out to Canada to compete, but so it's just a little bit smaller than it normally is.
You think that affect the competitive level here?
It's definitely a lot easier to make pro in Toronto just because there's not as many teams to compete against.
Do you find that MLG is giving you any kind of special treatment compared to just a team of some geeky guys?
Actually, no, they haven't.
Now, why do you think that there are so many more girls in games now and not, 5 years ago or so?
Well, because at first, it was like the whole girls can't play video games thing, and then slowly, like, one started playing, and two, it just kind of built up, I guess, over the years.
Like a domino effect?
Kind of like that, I guess.
Now, do you think it's just the possibility of winning money here at these competitions, or is it the community that these things tie together?
It's like everything. The community, the competition, the money, it's all part of it.
Do you think the female teams help make it more popular or bring more media coverage or anything?
I don't know, that's a good question. I guess more media coverage, probably, but I don't know if it makes it more popular.
Do you think it helps people consider gaming as like a legitimate thing to do instead of just something nerds do in their parents' basement?
Well, I think people will always think it's something nerds do in their basement. It just depends on the person if they like video games or not.
Okay, now your team, Fatal Attraction, has a sponsor, but did you girls know each other before then, or?
Well, I met one of my teammates at MLG Orlando about a month and a half ago, and then she told me how they needed a 4th teammate, and so I ran games with them a couple times, and then she told me how they had a sponsor and everything, so that just kind of topped it off. And so she told me that she liked the way I played, and she asked me on the team. If you girls want to make it to the big top, go pro, just keep trying, don't ever give up, and don't let the guys get to your head.